I gotta say, I'm getting tired of the way you come around when it's late. Just 'cause you want and you're on my side of town. Yeah.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer, back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop new videos. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my cover of Empty Handed by Bilmuri. It's out on all streaming platforms. You can find that at the link in the description below. Happy Monday, everybody. I want to start off by saying a huge thank you to all of you. I finally hit that 10,000 subscriber mark, which is massive. I also want to give a huge shout out to my girlfriend, Amber, who has been part of this last push. The Electric Callboy videos that her and I have done have gotten a crazy amount of traction, way more than I ever thought they would. Thousands of views in the first day for all of these videos, and it's crazy. I took a break for a while and was worried that when I came back that everything was going to kind of slow down to a halt, and thanks to all of you, it has continued to chug along. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you, whether you are part of that Electric Callboy community or you came from something else. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've gotten a lot of requests. We have gotten a lot of requests to do more Electric Callboy, which we absolutely are going to do. However, one of my favorite artists of all time, NF, just dropped a new 6-track EP. And so we are going to be going through that track by track, starting with the very first one called Fear, which is also the name of the EP. I love NF. I've been listening to him since that very first EP in 2013, 2014, whatever it was. And his music has helped me through a lot over the years. And so I am really, really excited about new music. This kind of came out of nowhere a few weeks ago with the announcement. And so we're just going to dive in. We've got an official music video for this. His music videos are always borderline movies, or they really are movies. And so we're just going to dive in. This is NF. This is Fear. Let's get it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Knocking at my door again. Begging me.
I love that he's using Simon and Garfunkel for the beginning portion of this, but also this is clearly his head. This is clearly the mansion that he talked about on that record, that he's talked about on his subsequent records. It looks like it's a mess. There is stuff scattered everywhere. I love that we're diving into this, and even in, I think it was intro 3, he talked about taking his fear outside and burying it, and it feels like we're finally coming full circle with that. So we're going to start this from the jump, but I like that intro a lot.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Also that it's melodic and that he's singing.
Knocking at my door again. Begging me to come outside. Let you back into my life.
And he's wearing the white from Hope.
Now, usually I'd be strong enough to lock the doors and keep them shut. But not today, I'm desperate. So go ahead and come on in.
All right, so he's unlocking the door, which obviously is standing for like allowing that fear to come back inside after he already took it out and buried it. And I love the little things we're getting, like the knock, knock, knock that's on the rhythm, getting the little vocals underneath, like the I'm desperate, and then hearing the whispered desperate underneath. The production that NF has on his tracks are always insane, and we literally have next to nothing for the instrumental. It's just him singing, which is really cool, and I love the way that that's kind of drawing you in.
Now, usually I might be strong enough to lock the doors and keep them shut, but not today. I'm desperate. So go ahead and come on in. So go ahead and come on in. So go ahead and come on in.
Ooh, acoustic, okay.
OCD is worse than ever, hands are bleeding. Maybe I should take the pills, don't know what's going on with me. Some days I actually think I might be schizo. Frantic, probably not, but even writing this is making me begin to spiral. Oh, God.
Oh, okay. OCD is worse than ever. Hands are bleeding. Maybe I should take the pills. Don't know what's going on with me. Some days I actually think I might be schizo. Frantic, probably not, but even writing this is making me begin to spiral. Oh God, made a promise to myself I wouldn't let the fear back in, but then I did though.
OCD is worse than ever, hands are bleeding. Maybe I should take the pills, don't know what's going on with me. Some days I actually think I might be schizo. Frantic, probably
This
not, but even
cinematography
writing
is
this
crazy.
making me begin to spiral. Oh, God. Made a promise to myself I wouldn't let the fear back in, but then I did though. Told the world that I was sick of running, then went back to running. What a joke. Disappointing, yeah, me.
Reference to Running, which is obviously the last track on the last album where he's talking about being done running from you, which is his alter ego, his fear, his pain, his hurt, his all of that stuff. He's finally done running and letting that go. And then told the world that I was sick of running, then went back to running. What a joke. Which I think is a lot of us when we're dealing with mental health issues, is we kind of feel like we've made it out the other side of that, and then something happens and we're right back in it. It's happened to me countless times. And then you look at yourself and you're like, what am I even doing? Okay, enough. We're here.
Me, some days I actually think I might be schizo. Frantic, probably not, but even writing this is making me begin to spiral. Oh, God.
In the bag over the
I
head.
promised to myself I wouldn't let the fear back in, but then I did though. Told the world that I was sick of running, then went back to running. What a joke. Disappointing, yeah, me too. I thought I finally made a breakthrough. Guess not. It's the same song and dance, you have seen it before. Darkness holds out its hand, then we walk to the floor. Every decision made isn't mine anymore. Like a puppet with strings, I just don't have a choice. What's the
Good Lord, NF. I'm going to try to keep these videos clean and not curse too much, just because all of his music is that way, and I know that he has a lot of young fans. It's the same song and dance. You've all seen it before. Darkness holds out its hand, then we walk to the floor. Every decision made isn't mine anymore. Like a puppet with strings, I just don't have a choice. When we all get to that place where we're allowing the fear to drive, we're allowing the fear to control what it is that we're doing, it feels like you're a puppet on strings. Like you don't know how you got to this place. You don't understand how you went from finally making a breakthrough, like he says in the previous stanza there, to now being back in a place where that darkness, that fear, that pain, whatever that is pulling all the strings again.
You have seen it before. Darkness holds out its hand, then we walk to the floor. Every decision made isn't mine anymore. Like a puppet with strings, I just don't have a choice. What's the truth? What's a lie? Help me, God, help me, Lord. Face your fears, dry your eyes. Grandma died, what's the point? Lost the keys, lost my hope, lost my will, lost my joy, lost a friend, lost my hope, lost my faith, lost my voice.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, his music videos are literally movies. Like the production quality from album to album just continues to get crazy. Like his mouth is literally gone. What's the truth? What's a lie? Help me, God, help me, Lord. Face your fears, dry your eyes. Grandma died. What's the point? Lost the keys, lost my hope, lost my will, lost my joy, lost a friend, lost my home, lost my faith, lost my voice. NF always has a way of like saying what all of us want to say and delivering it when a lot of us need to hear it. The world that we're living in right now is just so messed up, and so many of us are going through things that most people don't even know. And it sucks when you reach that place of finding hope and then something happens and you lose that. You lose your will, you lose your joy, you lose a friend, you lose your grandma, you lose your home. Something happens and you feel like you're right back where you were. The way that throughout this entire thing, the ropes are kind of coming out and one grabs an arm and another arm and the legs, and then what looks like it's around his throat. And then at the end here, he completely loses his mouth. Like, the visuals always have a purpose with NF that combine with whatever it is that he's saying. And the two are so seamlessly intertwined. It's literally art.
Whoa. Disappointed, yeah, me too. I thought I finally made a breakthrough. Guess not. It's the same song and dance. You've seen it before. Darkness holds out its hand, then we walk to the floor. Every decision made isn't mine anymore. Like a puppet.
I also find it interesting that the inside of this mansion is also white right now, while the strings are black.
What's the point? Lost the keys, lost my hope, lost my will, lost my joy, lost a friend, lost my hope, lost my faith, lost my voice.
Oh, that transition was smooth. Oh, wow. Oh.
Standing back, watching my mansion burn to ash while I hold the gas can, asking God if he started this fire.
Those transitions, you see his head on fire, you see his head warping, he's standing in this blackness trying to wash his hands clean, and then standing back watching my mansion burn to ash and then it could be like thinking of himself as a child laughing, it could be the laughter of his children, while I hold the gas can asking God if he started this fire. Ask that question a lot.
Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Make all my hopes and my dreams come to life just to lay them to rest. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Give me a false sense of peace just to show me what peace really is. Is this what you wanted? On the verge, on the edge. Is this what you wanted? Petrified, scared to death. Is this what you wanted?
Praying to
God, desperate. Is this what you wanted? What you wanted? Is this what you wanted?
The vocal layering right here is so good.
Empty heart, nothing left. Is this what you wanted? Breaking down, spiraling. Is this what you wanted? What you wanted? Is this?
Is this what you wanted? Make all my hopes and my dreams come to life just to lay them to rest. Give me a false sense of peace just to show me what peace really is. Is this what you wanted? On the verge, on the edge. Is this what you wanted? Petrified, scared to death. Is this what you wanted? Praying to God, desperate. Is this what you wanted? Hanging on by a thread. Is this what you wanted? Empty heart, nothing left. Is this what you wanted? Breaking down, spiraling. Is this what you wanted? That whole second verse right there. I mean, I've talked about where I stand from a religious standpoint, and I know that NF is a Christian, and so this is giving me very Job vibes, like take everything, and then just feeling like, is this what you wanted? Like, are you trying to prove a point? Like, what's the purpose of all of that? Give me a false sense of peace just to show me what peace really is a really interesting line. And I think I have a very different perspective of that line, because I feel like giving somebody something just to take that away, to me, that feels cruel. And that could be anything. That could be a child with cancer. That could be families being torn apart. A lot of the stuff that we're watching in the world today. And some people in those moments are able to pull on certain beliefs to be able to get through those. And then other times it feels like you're just by yourself and you're just trying to get through that any way you can, white knuckling it. This whole visual set right here that we're getting from the music video, where the darkness and the black smoke is kind of coming in and filling him, and then you've got like the black tears that are coming from his eyes, or that almost kind of looks like blood, and then him getting set on fire. This is like, this visually, it's like he's talking about the mansion burning down, but it's also very much like that whole thing is a metaphor for his own mind, and the fact that he is in this mansion while this stuff is happening is like it's just very visceral.
It's a piece just to show me what peace really is. Is this what you want now? On the verge, on the edge. Is this what you want now? Petrified, scared to death. Is this what you want now? Praying to God, desperate. Is this what you want now? What you want now? Is this what you want now? Hanging on by a thread. Is this what you want now? Empty heart, nothing left.
Vocal melodies underneath are so pretty.
Is this what you want now? What you want now? Is this what you want now? Is this what you want now? My bed. Is this what you want now? To hell. Is this what you want now? What you want now? Is this what you want now? The gas. Is this what you want now? Is this what you feel now? Started. Is this what you want now? What you want now?
Whoa. Oh. Whoa. So not only is he lit on fire at the end there, then he is laying seemingly dead in the white, which is supposed to be the hope. And you see the same guy that we saw for years in the all black walk up and take the keys out of his pocket. Obviously symbolizing fear has made its way back into the home. And you don't see the mansion on fire. You don't see the mansion being destroyed. It's still there. And that fear is now in the driver's seat with the keys. Okay, NF. If this is how this whole album's going to be, this is going to be a rough ride. Wow. From a musical perspective, it's so stripped back. I mean, so much of the song is literally just an acoustic guitar and him singing, which we got more of on Hope. Not that we haven't heard Nate sing before, obviously, but there was a lot more of it on the last album. And to make this the title track and the album name and have it be very different from anything that we've really heard from him in the past is a very bold choice. And I personally love it. I think that it allows for a rawness that sometimes rapping just doesn't allow for. Like, there's something about melody. There's something about like being able to put your emotion into a melody the way that he does in this that just adds an element to it, especially when for a good majority of this, it's acoustic guitar and his voice. Man, NF is one of those artists that for the last 10 plus years, he's pretty much had a song for like every moment that I've been through, in one way, shape, or form, and has been the soundtrack to a majority of my life over the last 10 years, both good and bad. And I don't think this is going to be any different. I know that we have a music video for the second track off of this. I don't know that we have one for the remaining. It's interesting because I hadn't really thought about it in this way before, but since I started my reaction channel, I've reacted to a lot of artists that have a lot of, for lack of a better term, just lore to their stuff. Things like Sleep Token, 21 Pilots, even the most recent Dayseeker album, there's not necessarily lore there, but there is themes there, and it does feel like a somewhat conceptual album. And NF has, I mean, his lore is just his story, but he's telling his story in a way that is very prose-like in its delivery, with the lore of his music videos and the representation and the metaphors that he uses throughout his music and throughout the videos themselves. Even just something as simple as going back to the search and being in the all black and then finally getting the white jumpsuit, and then going into Hope and now wearing all white hoodie where all we've seen before is black. Just the symbolism to that is very creative in a very simplistic way, where light versus dark, white and black, it's very polar opposite things. And I'm curious to see, this feels like a concept album, like already from the jump, just in the fact that we're going back to where we were when he took Fear outside and buried it, and now Fear is back inside, took the keys, and is running the show again. It feels very cinematic. He doesn't know if he's making movies or music videos, and it seems like he's leaning towards movies. I love this. I'm really excited to hear the rest of this EP and continue with this story, and just as a human, for the sake of Nate, hopefully he's able to, throughout this journey, work through that fear and be able to get on the other side again. Because I think all of us like that have watched him grow up, and I'm a little bit older than Nate is, but I've watched basically his entire career, and we've seen his entire life on display, what he shows us. I think all of us just want him to be happy, and I'm excited to see the rest of this album. We'd love to hear from you guys. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's things in this that I missed from a symbolism perspective. I'm sure that I did. I would love to hear what those are, because NF's videos are one of those things that I go back and I rewatch and I always pick up something new. So if there's little Easter eggs, little things that I missed, drop those in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know what you thought of the EP as a whole, what I have to look forward to. Love to hear from you guys. So drop down in the comments down there. Like I said at the beginning of this, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell, click the like button on this video if you enjoyed this reaction. If you enjoy what I'm doing on my channel, make sure to share the channel with all your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow. And thank you guys again so much for helping me get that 10K mark. That is massive. It's a goal that I set out to accomplish when I started this in March of this year. I wanted to be able to get to 10K before the end of 2025. And here we are a month and a half before the year's over, and I've already accomplished that. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. It's going to wrap it up for this. I'll see you guys back here for the next one.